Greetings, greetings, greetings. Thank you for joining Mindfulness Mondays with Iya Kemi and The Good Life. Welcome to The Good Life. We are here today with today's topic being manifest. We are here in the holiday season, so many are out taking care of those last minute shopping for family and friends and preparing themselves for a feast this weekend. And some are probably hibernating because we are in the winter season and there is a lot that is transpiring, whether it's than normal in your normal places. I would also like to welcome and thank those that may get this on as a recording on Facebook or joining us on Facebook. We have a beautiful, beautiful week ahead of us. And looking at this word manifest, it is such a beautiful word. And it is a word that has a vibration of dealing with the mind or having a clear mind to bring things into existence. We have journeyed through a lot in the last 3 months in this cycle with the good life. And I'd like to thank all of those who have caught the replay as well as all of those who have joined. We actually had a time change this season, and we will continue that for the beginning of the next cycle from January to March. So, in looking at this definition of manifest or manifesting or manifestation, it is either an adjective or it is a verb. It is something that, in an adjective, that it is clear or obvious to the mind. And as a verb, it is to display or show by one's acts or appearance to demonstrate or to prove, to be apparent through different things. You know, manifesting is a thing that we sometimes can't grasp the concept of what that means to manifest. And in doing that, we must have clarity. We must have an understanding of what our power is in order to even participate and understand this principle of manifestation. Now, some of it could be how dis-ease can manifest in the body and how it shows up in the body, a quality or a feeling. We can also look at the word manifest by how are we demonstrating the words that we speak? Are we acting in alignment with what we say we will do? Some people think it's magical and impossible to manifest. However, it isn't because, again, we are electric magnetic beings and our brain is so powerful as human beings. We have the capacity to speak, read, and use the English language or whatever language that is native to our tongue in order to express those things that we want to bring into action. Now, sometimes words are louder than the action, but how can one align? That is being one mindful and having clarity. Some things we can't even see. So that's why we have to use our imagination to see it as though it already existed. As an elder told me, the biggest nation is your imagination. So, how can you use that imagination to manifest the things that you desire? Greetings, Miss Benton. Thank you for joining us today. You look absolutely beautiful today.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late. I had to
It's
make
okay. It's okay. You're not being dinged like we're in school, but I appreciate you taking the time out for yourself to join on this beautiful Monday, Moon Day. How was
yes.
your weekend?
It was pretty good. I went walking yesterday around in Alameda, did my 10,000 steps.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty good. I do it once a week.
That's
And
beautiful.
I think everything was probably pretty normal, really.
Okay, okay. Well, I
Hmm.
know you chimed in after the slideshow, so I don't know if you gathered that today's word is manifest. So
Okay.
I wanted to just let you know that that's what we will be focusing on today is manifesting. I do have a sound frequency that will be played that opens an abundance gate. And this gate of abundance is what you deem as being abundant. It also removes blockages as well to bring in love and wealth. Now, wealth can be seen as financial wealth, or it could be seen as wealth of health, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, or it could be the wealth of people around you and opportunities that are around you. And so, as we are coming to an end of this Gregorian year of 2022, and we're going into a year that is all about introspection and knowing, to operate in the knowing versus I don't know and I don't want to know. We're kind of being held accountable with this age of information, with internet and everything at the tips of our fingers to just Google instead of asking someone and they say, well, I don't know. I was a why child, so I always say, well, why this and why that? And now we have the ability to do the research and understand what it is that we are a part of in this beautiful universe. It is definitely a time for hibernation and resting. So I would definitely say most people want to spring forward with their new year resolutions and things of that nature, but it's kind of still time to rest. Still kind of time to imagine what you want to manifest for the spring season because we as humans don't really go with nature and the flow of nature like the birds and the trees and the flowers and all of the other elements that are in nature. They have their cycles. But we as humans, we're normally a 2 week break, Christmas break, New Year's, and back to work again. So when do we have the time to truly rest and hibernate and recalibrate our bodies and our mind? So if you're feeling tired at this time, take the time to rest. If you're feeling a little aloof and unable to really get a grounding, it's time to start grounding. Take a walk in nature is a beautiful way to do that. So thank you for sharing that because I haven't been counting my steps lately. So I think I'm going to have to get that Fitbit back on and start
Yes.
getting back to my 10 miles, 10,000 steps at least once a week. So
Hmm.
that's a beautiful number. So thank you for sharing that as well. When you think of the word manifest, how does it resonate with you? And have you seen the manifestation of your actions and your words and your endeavors in life?
Manifest is things that can come true. You can also meditate in order to manifest. You know, um, Yeah, things that you say and that it can happen. You manifest it. You made it happen.
Yes. Well, I'm big on words, so I had to break down man I fest
Okay.
and see really what did man I fest mean, because the English language will have you tricked up and think of feast and fest at the same time, and they're
Mm-hmm.
actually two different things. You have feast, which is food or a feast of things. And
Mm-hmm.
then you have fest. Sometimes it's a festival. And so, how are we celebrating? How are we celebrating? How are we gathering all of these different things that we have learned in order to manifest and be the man that has this feast of all the things that we've desired? We know that, the imagination is the production of one's thoughts and the mental image of what we see in our imagination. So if we can't see it, it's kind of like that saying, the faith of a mustard seed. We
Mm-hmm.
must have the faith of a mustard seed. It's like the grain that is in the sand that we can't even count. So we could say sand, but we can't go out there counting the abundance of sand. It's everywhere. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to see that our blessings are everywhere in every step that we take, and that we've manifested our day. If we wake up and we say we're going to take a walk today, we manifested that. If we say we're going to rest today, that was something that we manifested. So in aligning again, we must have the clarity and the pure intention, because we'll say, oh, I didn't mean that for that to happen. Or were we clear? Were we precise with our words? Because some of these words are tricky. And are we saying there, they are, or over there? In that sense, we have to be clear. So in this, I like to do a vision board at the end of the year, and if not at the beginning of the year. I pick specific words that I would like to focus on, or even maybe one word of the year. And what this does is align me. Some people choose to do it per quarter. These are some of the ways that you can utilize imagination and manifestation. Because again, you're seeing the image in front of you. If it's places you want to travel, if it's people you want to see, if it's about family, whatever it may be, you can get a board from the Dollar Tree, old magazines that may just come through the junk mail, or even those that you have, and create this board. And this is a beautiful thing to do with your loved ones, especially if they are always positive and have good energy and they believe in imagination and manifestation. It's
Mm-hmm.
especially good to do with children, because it allows them to see not only their creative side, but also to see the power of their thoughts and of their words, because we're not taught that in school. It may be unless you're in a specific type of school, you may get that. But most public schools are very focused on the basics things. And then you have some teachers that go above and beyond. So I
Mm-hmm.
like to take this back to the community in doing vision board events. And I am actually doing one this week. So it is definitely a great tool to manifest. It is a great tool to keep up with whatever resolution or shift and change that you want to create for your new life and in this new cycle that's coming upon us.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be a very, very spiritual year. There's going to be things that's going to shift and change that we're used to, that we're going to have to either adjust or have some friction. I like to adjust because friction brings disease in the body, and we don't want that. So, I want to take time to see what words we could put in the space that may come up as we are going to listen to the sound. Because it is a short day in the sense of the amount of participants, this will go a little bit quicker than our normal hour because of the input and feedback that we will have today. So if you want, you could take a time and get into a position that is comfortable for you. And we're going to do a 15-minute meditation on bringing in abundance, removing blockages, and allowing things to flow in this coming year.
Mm-hmm.
Allow yourself to focus on the array of gold, the variation. Sacred geometry, we all come from the flower of life. When the embryo begins to form, it is the flower of life that is the first image. How will you blossom in 2023? For the things that you said you will do it? Will you see it come into manifestation? Allowing yourself to breathe deeply into your abdomen, the seat of creation. It is the feeling that supports this manifestation. It is trusting that fuels the manifestation. May all negative blockages that may have formulated throughout this year be removed. For you are here now, in the present, co-creating with the Creator. Abundant with life, the activities of your limbs functioning. You've awakened to another day, another opportunity. Placing yourself in the center, standing on your square. Let go. Review with gratitude. Believe in infinite abundance. Any blockages were just opportunities to expand your consciousness. Blockages are temporary experiences. To show areas of growth. Give gratitude for those experiences. Looking back with a smile. for the gate is open to walk through with your abundance, knowing it will never leave your side, for you are abundant. For you are whole. You are golden. You are infinite. You are love. You are wisdom. You are expansive. See those things that you would like to manifest in 2023. Are you at the shore of a beautiful beach? Are you surrounded by family and loved ones? You are a creator. You are a manifestor. You will arrive at the appointed time. You are love. You are able. You are expansive. Allow your imagination to be expansive. Your past has brought you to now. You are a thriver. You are wealthy. You are blossoming. You are magical. You are love. You are worthy of love. You are capable of achieving greatness. Money flows to you effortlessly. You are enough. You are attracting opportunities into your life aligned with your destiny. You are ready. Your inspired actions create prosperity. Your life is full of potential. You can be whatever you want to be. You are calm and content. Everything is possible. You are blessed and abundant. You are abundant. Smile on your vision. See it as such. The things that you are already experiencing for 2023 and beyond. Feel it. What does it smell like? The aroma when you put yourself in this space? What is the feeling or emotion from being in that moment? Is there a texture, a taste, a gentle breeze on your face? Is it someone's touch? Is it lots of laughter? Know that it is here now, continuing to vibrate on this knowing in order to manifest with the Creator. Ashe. Before bringing yourself back, take an inhalation deep, knowing that it's already yours, and exhaling any fears, doubts, insecurities, blockages they may try to tell you otherwise. The gate is now open to walk through in your knowing. Whenever you're ready, you can bring yourself back into the space of this new gate, this new portal, this new understanding and knowing that you truly understand who you are and your power. Ashe. Hmm.
It's
Really intense. I feel chills still
the
permeating through my arms. So,
same things I was meditating about this morning. You was talking about it to make it even more real to happen.
timing and the alignment, we never know. Well, I never know. I just flow with spirit. It's interesting because I told the good life, the first word I had was imagination. And I said, I think I did that one before. I said, I kind of went to sleep with the word manifest on my mind. So that is the word that I think we need to focus on because we don't realize every experience we've had in our lives, we
Mhm.
have manifested, whether bad or good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it is the knowing and even having the gratitude for the bad because it's really no bad or good. It just is.
Is.
Because some things to us that may be bad may be great to others and be like, really? You thought that was bad? No, that was great to me. And you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, maybe I need to have a different perspective
Yeah.
because that's what we're here to do. Before colonialism, the tribes all shared what they had. Some were growing corn over here, some were growing wheat.
Mhm.
Some of them knew they were closer to the water, so they had fish. And
Mhm.
we shared this wisdom and we shared this knowledge. And we're going into year, although it's introspective year, it is a year that we still will need to learn community and what we bring to the community and what type of energy we're around. Because it's, when I say it's very, um, I call it a veil. The unseen is very thin in the sense that our bodies are receiving the energy at different levels. In the sense that my experience this past weekend, I was feeling well and I went out into public and someone that their energy wasn't so well. I knew them personally and I had dealings with them. However, I had a heart race. My heart began to race and I felt a bit heavy. Well, it was a person that was abusive to women and a person that portrays himself in the community to be something different. I was led to kind of cloak myself to not be seen, kind of like going this way and really trying to gather my energy. Luckily, I was with a friend who understood this spiritual realm and spiritual war that is happening in this universe. And I asked him, I said, watch when the person walks out the door, what happens to my body. As soon as they walked out the door, I recalibrated.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't see the person when my heart began to race, but I felt their energy before they came into the building.
Wow.
So, this is how mindful we have to be about guarding our energy and our light, especially when we're open and we're free about the love that we give to other people. So, in manifesting this coming year, any fears, doubts, and insecurities will bring that type of energy to you for you to experience it because you're focused on it. So, the words that I was led to share today were the opposite, to know that we're in alignment with that abundance and that peace and that calmness and that content energy and that knowing that we are manifestors, that we are powerful lights. And even the colors that were on the screen, if you had to see them, they were
Gold.
golden.
Yeah.
Gold. It's very royal.
Yeah.
And purple even appeared, which is a royal color. The
Yeah.
purple is actually our crown chakra. That is the top of our head. As when a baby is born, we don't really touch this part.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
Very sensitive, it's still forming. So we have to be mindful of, even as adults. Yes, it's a little bit hard, but it's still a portal. So we have to be mindful who touches our hair, even our hairstylists and barbers and loved ones. But the golden is the aura that permeates outside of this physical if we're in alignment. So it's good to understand the beauty of gold. I remember the years that they were, buy your gold, we'll buy your gold, sell your
Yeah,
gold.
right, right.
Why do you want our gold? Why? It's not as tangible, it's more tangible than money. However, we've gone with this paper, this frequency of paper when everything is about to go digital. So what does that look like? Greetings, Alana. Thank you for joining us.
I apologize. I had a person to leave very late because I ended up seeing them late. So I apologize. But I'm glad that I'm here. I did make it in for the meditation, and it's interesting that two things that I got from the meditation today was the image looked like a sun. It was just going out, like I saw it as rays, and I always tell my patients to go out into the sun because there's healing in sunlight. Vitamin D is there, it's good for the bones, the immune system, but it just helps with just bringing out who you are, because it just is healing in the sunlight. You can get burned but if you stay out there too long, but still. And that's what I got from that. I just got uh a strong sense of presence. That's what I got from that. And it's interesting that you would say alignment. The second thing was you were just talking about being in alignment. And I have not been in alignment for a week because it just seemed my spine is not in alignment. I'm having really bad low back pain, and it feels like a lot of tension around my neck and my shoulders. And I know it's because things are just not right. When you're not in alignment, that means that something is pulling you either to the right or to the left. I'm just not centered. And so I don't know what to do about it.
So when we look at the metaphysical understanding of the body, and Louise Hay is How to Heal Your Body is a very good book. In the Louise Hay How to Heal Your Body, she actually gives you affirmations and things with the spine. My chiropractor, luckily, is one who is aligned to understand that the spinal cord is spiritual. It's all spiritual
Mhm.
because that's Jacob's ladder. That
Mhm.
is the portal which the Kundalini energy, or the snake energy, goes up your spine from the root chakra, and there's fluid in between. So each vertebrae is a different energy. When we're dealing with the upper shoulders and neck area, what are you putting on your plate? What is weighing you down?
Mm.
What is allowing you to not really speak your truth? Because this is also your throat area. So what is on your plate that does not no longer need to be on your plate? Or has it been something that's been put heavy on your plate and you're unable to still hold your head up in the midst of this heaviness? Because sometimes it's other people's energy that has been left on our plates, whether we realize it or not, because we are nurturers by nature. And sometimes that plate is a little bit full and we haven't taken our own stuff off. And then we're sitting in the midst of other people's energy that are heavy, as the experience that I just shared with you.
Right.
Because and I found that that person had a stroke.
Oh.
So that was another energy that I was feeling when they were in my presence. So if I wasn't aware of my own energy, my own alignment, when I'm around certain people, I need to be aware of what my body is saying to me. So that is where we're heading in this new year. So if you don't get an alignment, it would probably be really great for you to get an alignment with a chiropractor, because it will open up and release those vertebrae that may be a little compacted. And if you even listen to Joe Dispenza, he's a person that goes around and he speaks of manifesting and the power of our minds. This person was told he will never walk again. He was told that he will be paralyzed. But Joe Dispenza took I forgot how many days, each day he went over each vertebrae and saw the vertebrae being healed. If he missed a day, he would start all over from the beginning and do it
Wow.
again. This man is now walking and sharing his testimony, because that's the power that we have.
So how do you spell his last name? Is Dispenca?
ZA, as in
ZA.
zebra, yes.
Okay.
Dispenza. And he'll
And
come up. And Luis is Louise, Hayes. And she has a little booklet where it just has all the ailments in the body, and then it talks about the area of the body and what that means, and the affirmation that you can chant and say to shift the energy in that particular area.
is that Hay or Hayes?
Believe it's Hayes.
Okay.
And
Okay,
you could just
great.
put in how to heal your body or heal your
How to
body.
heal you. Okay.
And
I got
a
it.
small little purple and pink booklet. But Joe Dispenza has a lot of, I fell asleep to one of his lectures, or he was speaking to someone in regards to manifesting and the power of manifesting, and how the emotions really back what it is that you're thinking. So there's a difference between feelings and emotions, because you can feel emotional, but what energy are you putting in motion because of that feeling?
Mm, mm, mm,
So
mm.
if you
Okay.
really desire something, it's not to chase after it, it's a knowing to say, you know what, I'm going to get that. And that's mine. And I'm going to work towards it, versus I might lose that. That opportunity might not be mine. It might leave. Two totally different vibrations. One is pushing it away, and one is saying, oh, bit by bit, it will be mine.
I always wondered how the religion, I guess the spiritual religion of Buddhism works in conjunction with what I bring to my body. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, like I take the time to meditate and bring in I feel is cleansing. You're always talking about water. So now I always think water, I think cleansing. And I wonder, how does that, particular religion, the reason why I say that is because a friend of mine was wanting to introduce me to it, and she did. That's fine. But then my mother passed away, and everything just got just crazy. And so I'm sitting here going, maybe I should get in contact with her again. And I love my Mondays, because even though it was late when I came on, I said, I'm going anyway. I show up anyway. Black folk, we're late all the time. But I was gonna show up. So I want to hear from you. How does that, is there any connection with that?
Absolutely. I love that you brought that in, because that goes back to how I was saying different tribes share different knowledge and wisdom.
Mhm.
And for me, I love the Buddhism practice, and I actually incorporate that into my own practice.
Okay.
I'm fortunate enough to have teachers that understand that the wisdom of nature comes in many forms. And with
Okay.
Buddhism, it's really about the mind, your inner Buddha. It's your inner Buddha, and how are you chanting? How are you breathing? How are you
Gotcha.
moving? Because
Gotcha.
in Buddhism, they actually have intent and they move with intent. They do things with intent. They
Uh-huh.
may be silent. For example, I went to Sedona and there's a particular healing center called Angel Valley.
Oh,
In this valley, there's no cell phones, there's no television, and they're just cabins. However, there were water wells there. And the Buddhist monks actually sat at the water wells and got the frequency of the water just by being still and listening to the water.
wow. Wow.
So, one well is for physical healing, another well is for mental healing, another one is for spiritual Christ consciousness. But if they
Hmm.
were not still, they wouldn't have been able to even get that vibration to understand what each of those elements, even though it's the same element, they were coming from different points on the plant, on the property.
Ah,
So the positioning and the place of those areas of water provided different energy, just like you may be in Florida. So you have a different experience with weather. And I'm here in California. It's the same thing, even on our own land.
wow.
So for me, I think Buddhism is a beautiful practice that helps you get into alignment with your inner self. It's really an inner practice. It's not
Mhm.
looking at, they're not into the deity as much. They're more into the tradition and the practice of what they brought.
Right.
Versus Christianity, it's like, oh no, Jesus died for our sins, so we
Mm.
can just go out here and sin.
Right.
That's not
Right.
really what it is.
Right.
And if we
Right.
don't understand the metaphysical meaning of the words and the stories that are in the body, just like I explained, Jacob's ladder is really your spine. The snake that they talk about is really the Kundalini energy rising to your brain.
Wow.
So, how are you going to eat this unknown thing and get the knowledge of it and see the atom
Hmm.
within yourself and how the atom or atom within your bodies really correlate with nature?
Right. Right. Right.
So
Right.
it's a beautiful, beautiful practice. If it's something that you're trying to get your Zen, that's where a lot of mindfulness comes from. Yoga and things of that nature.
Mhm.
It's all with intent. Tai Chi, everything is with intent. I like Tai Chi a little bit better than yoga because it gives you nature, and
Yeah.
I'm a big student of nature. So the movement is based off of nature.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a beautiful practice. I see why Tina Turner shifted her life over, and I know that her last
Yeah.
album was one that was in regards to chanting. So it's very healing because again, the words are a vibration. Even if you're just saying love, 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 or I am love, I am love, I am love, it is awakening the inner Buddha within you. It is awakening the Christ consciousness within you. So it's a beautiful thing. I think that that's great that you're aligning and desiring to reach out to her,
Hmm.
because everything is timely.
It is.
Everything is timely. So thank you for sharing that and bringing that into the space because I love all cultures and religions and have been able to take the meat of what aligns with me and
Hmm.
discard whatever bones that don't align with me. But they all have some truths because I think that God expressed itself and has expressed itself and continues to express itself in the many,
Yes, he does. Right.
in the many. So it is that consciousness of knowing and operating in that knowing as we come into this beautiful Gregorian 2023.
Well, thank you, because that really gives me the affirmation or confirmation that I need to 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 proceed, because to me things are like a piece, things are like different pieces of a puzzle. Like this activity, seeing you on Mondays, is just one piece of the puzzle, and I'm just interested in putting together instead of having scattered puzzle pieces. I'm ready to kind of put the picture together. So thank you.
And I
Appreciate
think
that.
it's because of you're open to it, I think it's unfolding magically. It's unfolding magically. So just watch it unfold as you put them together. Don't force them because sometimes we get a puzzle and we're like,
Yeah.
no. Nope. If we sit back just like a crossword puzzle, the words will just start to come to you without having to even search the little keyword box. And
Gotcha.
so that's the
Well,
same with spirit.
thank you.
Thank you. Miss Benton, did you have a share before we have because I think we have next week off because of Christmas, so I won't see everybody until January. So how would you?
Mhm. Well, I don't know. I was just like I was saying, the things I was meditating on this morning, you talked about, and then when I saw like that goal, it's like I was walking through it. You know what I mean? Through the different, I was just there, just kind of as it was opening up, I was just walking through it. So that was kind of like a really good moment for me. So the thing that I want to do in 2023, I will do, and I will get it done. I won't let nothing hold me back from getting it done.
Ooh, I got chills and my hairs are rising on my arm. I felt the energy and the confirmation behind that. And so it is. So it is. What I loved about that meditation the most was the rings, the circles. You
Okay.
had some that was undoing and you had some that were bringing in. And that's like the wax on, wax off. If we think of Karate Kid,
Mhm.
Danielson, come on, wax on. It was all with intent. So may your year ending be one where you set beautiful intentions and allow yourself to rest. I appreciate your energy, your sacrifice to be present with me the last 3 months. I hope that the good life has really shown you the magic within yourself of how to be mindful of to go about your day knowing that you are light, that you are love, that you are expansive, and that you are at the appointed place in your life at the appointed time to be able to bring this beautiful knowledge to your loved ones, your family, and again, your energy has been something that I adore. I am grateful for as you being my elders in age, but I think you're just as youthful as me. So I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. May your holidays be filled with love, laughter, and abundance. May you be able to see the manifestation of your works from previous years come into fruition in 2023. For those that are on Facebook and may catch the recording, I thank you as well. And I hope that you'll have the opportunity to join us from sometime from January to March. Please be sure to visit thegoodlife.org so that you can be part of this magical Mindfulness Mondays, as next season we'll be going into the chakras and your body and understanding all of these elements within your body that make you you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday and Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. And the same to you. I just like to say, I admire your knowledge. I really do.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It takes
Have
a
a
lot.
have a wonderful holiday season. My little grand dog came running in. So
I
so
love
y'all
dogs.
have a wonderful holiday season, a safe one, and we'll see you in 2023.
Thank you so much. Love
All
to you
right.
all.
Bye-bye.
Mhm.